I'm going to play two short pieces by Claude Debussy. Now, I've mentioned before, and this is the last time I'm going to mention this, that um, Claude Debussy and his compatriot Maurice Ravel, principal composers of the Impressionist era in classical music, which flourished from the late 1890s into the second decade of the 20th century. And this music has wonderful harmonies, wonderful tone painting. A lot of it is elusive, watery, mysterious, ambiguous, and some is fragmentary. And that's especially true with a lot of Debussy's music. And these harmonies are what draw you in. Very descriptive music. Many of them have descriptive titles, or what we call program music. And I mentioned before that this was my original favorite area, even before I went to Juilliard. That drew me in. And because of that, I eventually learned and played in concerts everything for piano that both these composers wrote. So, as I said, I've mentioned this before. I'm not going to mention this sort of thing again. So I'm going to play two short pieces by Debussy, and they're from his formative period, because every composer has a formative period where they're, experimenting around, creating new sounds, and eventually it comes a period where they're into their fully mature works. So these two pieces I'm going to play are from that early period, and I'm talking about the two Arabesques. Short pieces. The first one's in E, the second one's in G. They were written between 1888 and 1891. Now, what's an arabesque? Because some other composers have written them too, and another one that comes to mind right now is the one by Schumann. Well, you could say that an arabesque is a piece that has kind of curlicues, melodic curlicues, very similar orally to the things that you see in Arabic art. They're pretty short pieces, and they're very melodic. And this is the case here with these two. The first one is very flowing. The second one is more bouncy and graceful. Now, regarding the first arabesque, it's a little better known, I think, than the other one. I've given it to students at various times over the years as their first piece to encounter cross rhythms. Cross rhythms are two rhythms juxtaposed against each other. And the two main ones are 2 against 3, and then you have 3 against 4. Anyone who plays the piano needs to be able to deal with those two cross rhythms in either hand. Well, this first arabesque is full of the ones 2 against 3, and either hand, they alternate. So that's the reason why I gave students that first arabesque. Well, I'm going to play both of these right now. Arabesque number 1 in E, and then Arabesque number 2 in G.